Hi, it's Wayne from London. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to come back to you guys with my opinions on the DV1 or the GTI PROLITE. But I'm here, I'm going to do it and try and get this under 10 minutes so we can get it on IGTV. PROLITE, that's always been my first gun. It's the one I've used for clear coating. I've never used it as a base coat gun. A lot of people do, obviously. Originally I had the T20 cap. I now use the T10. I prefer the finish from it. Like I said, I only use this for clear coat. Then the DV1 came out last year. Really like this. I managed to get hold of one and it's got the digital gauge on it. I think that's brilliant. You can get the PROLITE with a digital gauge now as well. It's one of the most accurate gauges I've used. And it's been my introduction to using a digital gauge. So I'm not normally, I've just used sort of a dial one. And I got this, as soon as I got it, I wanted to use my clear coat gun. I've seen some fantastic finishes coming out of them as clear coat guns. So I thought, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm quite happy with my base coat guns, which I normally use the S.M.A.R.T PROLITE. Well, I'll talk about those in a minute. So it was going to be my go-to clear coat gun. It has the B+ air cap on there, so the efficiency is better. And yeah, I got some really nice finishes. If you follow me, you will have seen the finishes I was getting out of it. I was really pleased. And then one day I had a slightly bigger job in, and I thought, you know, because it is primarily a base coat gun, that's what it's been brought onto the market as, let me try and see what it works like as a base coat gun. So much better. It is definitely a base coat gun. Don't get me wrong, I was getting great clear coat finishes out, and there's some other guys out there, I've seen their stuff, their clear coat finishes are fantastic from it. But I think it definitely delivers as a base coat gun. It just works really well. You know, also when I was clear coating this with this gun, the pressures are so different that you'd work with. You know, your sort of S.M.A.R.T PROLITE, HVLP, I'd be working at sort of just under 2 bar. With this, I'm at sort of between 0.8 up to maximum 1 bar. It seems to go on nicer, and a smoother finish, a nice fan spread. So in a nutshell, you know, if you want a full review and you want to see all the technical information, there's guys like the Gunman out there that do fantastic reviews, Motivated Painter, Repair and Finish. You know, those guys will give you all the nooks and crannies about it. This is just which gun do I prefer and for what job. So that is the GTI PROLITE. I'm working on a 1.3 nozzle. That is my go-to clear coating gun. It just delivers. It delivers every time I use it. It delivers, and I really like it. And like I said, I use the T10 cap. The reason for me using the T10 and not the T20 is because I feel it gives me, really weird, but it seems to give me a much better controlled finish. And I like the texture it produces of the clear coat. It replicates the OEM, European OEM sort of light orange peely effect much easier than your glass effect, which, you know, we don't have those in the UK. So this is now, from being my go-to clear coat gun when I first got it, it is now my base coat gun. And I'm using it on bigger jobs, I'm using it on smaller jobs. Takes a little bit of getting used to. You know, it's not as refined as that with regards to being able to do smaller areas. You can't this one you can just pick up and do a sort of small blend with your base coat. You've got to be a little bit more careful about this just because of the spread, so you've got to play around with the adjustments on it. Base coat, clear coat. Can be used for clear coat, but for me, this is now my base coat, and I'm sticking with the GTI PROLITE as my clear coat gun. So I hope that answers any questions that you guys were wondering or wanting to ask me. But if you've got any more, you're quite happy to just DM them over and I'll try and answer them for you. Thanks so much. Bye.